Hello guys, before we begin taping, LJPCBM episode 1336. I was originally going to tape this at an early basis on the day of October the 10th, 2023. Now, for this episode, I fortunately accidentally deleted that episode by accident and the post-credit scene by accident. So I fortunately want to say this, that we have to start over the next two episodes of LJPCBM again because of what happened. But, I want to point out that this morning that I wanted to tape this LJPCBM episode, the first two episodes of LJPCBM that I was literally supposed to be doing. But you know what? Screw it. I'm not going to do it again. But apparently I want to do it anyway. But, that's just me. Anyway, with that being said, let's start the episode way over again. Hello guys, Jerry speaking. Welcome to LJPCBM episode 1336. Today we have to Lima Shenanigans of 1977, episode number 61. Raw Event Center for October 3rd, 2022. We had this begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Live from the Big Beefy Man Cave in New Bedford, Massachusetts. This is a YouTube channel vlog show in which video games, flash game show gameplays, along with sports and wrestling news are the norm. This is the YouTube channel vlog show of positivity, good times, and fun. This is Lima Shenanigans of 1977. And now, here's the host of the show, the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Big Beefy E himself, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you, Mr. Announcer, for that wonderful intro. Well, hello there. Once again, live from my Big Beefy Man Cave here in Big Beefy Bedford, Massachusetts. It's me, the perpetrator of the shenanigans, Big Beefy E, Eric Lima, coming at you with another episode, yes, right, of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Yes, boy. And this is episode number 61. Many episodes as Aaron Judge's home runs, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, Aaron Judge.
Boys and girls, yeah.
And with only, 2 games left of the regular season, man, as the Red Sox finish up their season to go home. The Yankees are moving on and everything else. All I gotta say is Red Sox had a very tough season, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of things to address in the off season, and so we'll see what happens there. I know Albert Pujols is still doing his thing. Who would have thought that he would end up in the top 5 in all-time home runs and all-time RBIs? I mean, that's something. That's Albert Pujols has had a wonderful career, and listen, he gets to retire. Much respect to Senor Pujols.
Wow.
So, but might I digress right now? I'm wearing my EO Skies Lost in the Sky shirt. There it is.
Wow.
EO
okay.
Sky, like her. And we're going to be talking about what happened last night on Monday Night Raw. Even though I did a live stream filling in for Jordy Scow, as he always tries to, he always makes his promises. He's trying to be obligating to, he wants to do all the go home shows, and he was on vacation. So he's asked me to fill in for him. So if you see me on Jordy Scow's live stream taking over, don't fret. He's trusting me with it, and I decided to try to get his promises best I can with the shows. I also want to give a shout out to Jordy Scow for trusting me with his StreamYard.
If you watch the story, Scow, it's for you. Continue on.
And, 165 views so far. It's pretty good. And
wow.
So, I hope Jordy does enjoy his vacation. So,
yeah.
And I'm glad everybody, everybody that tuned in. Also, speaking of tuning in, I also want to give a shout out to Queen Lauren and Jai for subscribing to my new YouTube channel. Thank you guys for subscribing and for your support. Appreciate it wholeheartedly, and we're gonna have a little, and hopefully we'll bring the fun to you guys. Okay, that's what I'm all about. Okay, final Raw before Extreme Rules last night, October 3rd, 2022, takes place in St. Paul, Minnesota, which is the hometown of Chad Gable. More on him. Judgment Day kicks off Monday Night Raw. Finn Balor addresses Edge. Dominic addresses his father. They had a dream tag team matchup. AJ Styles and Rey Mysterio versus Finn Balor and Damian Priest of Judgment Day. A little miscommunication cost Styles and Mysterio the matchup as Balor and Priest picked the victory. And as Mysterio apologized, AJ Styles pushed him away. Well, and I think, unfortunately, Rey Mysterio talked about it. Dominic is in Mysterio's head because Rey Mysterio is a father. And I hope AJ Styles understands, and he's also I think he's also a father too. I think so. He should understand where Rey Mysterio is coming from.
Okay.
So
Makes
hoping that will
sense.
be the case. But then Judgment Day attacks AJ Styles. Nobody came to AJ Styles' aid. Kevin Patrick, though, interviewed Bobby Lashley. And Bobby Lashley says, listen, I successfully defended my title. I want to move on. Mustafa Ali interrupted him, saying he wants a shot. And then Bobby Lashley goes, you want a shot? You got it. Boom. There you go.
Boom.
And so Sami Zayn and Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa, they were talking and laughing a little bit. Jey Uso, there's like a little tension between Jey Uso and Sami Zayn.
Wow.
Because Jey Uso's been the main right-hand man for Roman Reigns for quite a while, and then the Bloodline expanded. And so the Bloodline did confront the Street Profits, and so it'll be Montez Ford is out with an injury. He had a boot on his right leg. Looks like he suffered an injury. But Solo Sikoa will go one-on-one Angelo Dawkins. A little bit more on him on that matchup. Bobby Lashley took on Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali gave it all he got in that matchup, but Bobby Lashley did win in the end. But then Lashley was blindsided by Seth Rollins, and Rollins stomps Ali and Lashley. Seth Rollins should be focusing on Matt Riddle. They had the confrontation face-to-face. They were arguing, and then Daniel Cormier, who will be refereeing that fight pit match this Saturday in Extreme Rules, told him, hey, save it for Extreme Rules this Saturday. Matt Riddle walks away from the whole thing. Candice LeRae was talking to Alexa Bliss, Asuka, and Bianca Belair as they wish her luck in the matchup.
Wow.
As she takes on Miz calls Maurice on the phone, but Dex Loomis was hiding in the closet in Miz's locker room. This is going to be mind games once again.
Wow.
And then Candice LeRae went one-on-one with Dakota Kai, and Candice LeRae was about to win the matchup until Bayley and Io Sky paid dividends. Dakota Kai did pick up the victory due to that. While her husband Johnny Gargano was getting ready for his matchup against Otis, and walks by Loomis, who was petting the Miz. I'm like, oh,
wow.
it happened to him again. And Johnny Gargano looks and he's like, wait a minute now. And he looks and Miz is still out of it. And he's holding a picture that Loomis drew for him. And Johnny Gargano pokes him out. Miz like, what's up?
Yeah, one of those post-credit things we're going to do. Continue on.
Johnny Gargano. I like Johnny Gargano. You gotta respect the guy. The guy's a lot of heart.
Wow.
And then Sarah Schreiber interviewed Damage Control as they were getting ready. For this contract signed between Bayley and Bianca Belair. Johnny Gargano went one-on-one with Otis, and Otis won thanks to Austin Theory's Money in the Bank briefcase shot. Which, by the way, next week will be the season premiere on Monday Night Raw.
Wow.
Which will be including DX celebrating their 25th anniversary. Can't wait to see that. And Johnny Gargano will finally get his hands on Austin Theory.
Wow.
And so after the matchup, Austin Theory and the offer Kennedy attack Gargano until Braun Strowman comes out and cleans house. Him and Chad Gable went one-on-one, and I'm not surprised Braun Strowman did pick up the victory.
Wow.
I said I wouldn't be surprised if Braun Strowman throws around Chad Gable like a rhino. Gable get it all he got though. He suplexed I think Strowman a couple of times, but in the end, Strowman wins.
Strowman wins. Yep.
Kevin Patrick interviewed Lashley again in the trainer's room, and he's upset he Seth Rollins. So I wouldn't be surprised. Contract signed between Bianca Belair and Bayley, and while that's going on, Dakota Kai and Io Sky attacking Asuka and Alexa Bliss. Looks like a ladder or a chair landed on Asuka. Asuka was in tears.
Wow.
And it happened. And Bianca Belair and Bayley fought, and then Alexa Bliss got all up ticked off, and she said, Io Sky, you and me in the ring tonight.
Wow.
Angelo Dawkins versus Sol Sikoa 1-on-1. I say this match is evenly matched up. All right,
Wow.
it's been evenly matched up, but you had to edge and experience to Angelo Dawkins.
Wow.
But Sol Sikoa, you can't count him out because even though he's just a rookie at this point, he's a son of a legend. He's brother of a legend, cousin. All right, brother and cousin's got the wrestling experience. He has all that knowledge, and that's the main key. I think that's why this matchup between Dawkins and Sikoa was an even matchup. You know, it was an even matchup because to make up for the edge experience that Dawkins has over Sikoa's got the knowledge as well. I'm not saying Dawkins doesn't have the knowledge, because he does. Like I said, experience and knowledge can sometimes clash and makes things even. It balances things out in this matchup. And Sol Sikoa did win the matchup because he had some allies helping him out. But in the end, Angelo Dawkins is no joke in the ring. The guy is athletic. He can fly through the air for a big man. He's a very, very impressive athlete. You can't sleep on Angelo Dawkins. Even though Sikoa won the matchup, do not sleep on Angelo Dawkins.
Exactly. Don't sleep because he won.
Not sleep on him. That's why the Street Profits are the Triple Crown Tag Team Champions in the WWE. Dawkins and Ford can work well as a team, gel well as a team. Very athletic men. You gotta realize that.
Yeah.
Austin Theory is ready to wage war on Johnny Gargano, talking to Alpha Academy about it. Edge sat down and dressed as Finn Balor, who refused and who said, "I will not say the words I quit." Although Finn Balor had a different opinion about that on the Raw Talk, where he said, Edge quit 11 years ago, 2011. Whatever.
Wow.
So, the main event, Alexa Bliss goes one-on-one. Io Sky, the ladies take the main event. Gotta be proud of them, especially Io Sky. Because Io Sky is a star. That's why I'm wearing her shirt. Because she's one of the best of what she does, man. You know what I'm saying? It's, that's Io Sky for you. And, Io Sky didn't win the matchup thanks to Dakota Kai and Bayley. They attacked Bliss and Belair because Bianca Belair accompanied to the ring. Asuka showed up at Snipes having a hurt leg with a kendo stick. And they attack all three with the chair. And then Bayley takes Bianca Belair's title. She climbs up the ladder. And with Dakota Kai and Io Sky held up their tag team titles. Will that be the scene after this Saturday night? We will find out for sure.
Wow.
As you know, so next week will be, October 10th will be the Raw season premiere, and DX will be celebrating the 25th anniversary. A lot of people are upset that Billy Gunn's not going to be there and all that. Remember, AEW, you know how Tony Khan now is feeling about this. So, unless Tony Khan gives Billy Gunn permission, we're not going to be able to see Billy Gunn there on Raw. I know it's disappointing and sad because the New Age Outlaws were a huge part of DX. No lie there. But you know what, though? I'm sure they'll come up with something. They always compensate with something.
Yeah.
Probably give Billy Gunn a shout out or something like that. And listen, Triple H now in charge of creative. Anything goes at this rate. So we'll see what happens next week. Of course, one-on-one, Theory and Gargano, that'd be a heck of a fight for sure. So it's going to be very interesting to see, like I said, how things are on Monday Night Raw. Tonight's NXT. Six-woman tag team matchup. Nikita Lyons, Zoe Stark, and Alba Fire going against Toxic Attraction. You know what? Any matchup that includes Nikita Lyons and Gigi Dolan, it's a good day for me.
Wow.
Anyways, just, might I digress, though. Might I digress. So that's going to happen. Halloween Havoc will happen October the 22nd. We just found that out. It's on a Saturday. It's going to be on the pre-event event for NXT. But I think by that time, Jordy Scott will be back from his vacation. He'll probably do the NXT before Halloween Havoc. I'm not so sure. But right now, like I said, I'm just filling in for him this week as far as the live reactions are concerned. So I think Brandon Martin's got the Extreme Rules live reaction covered. And I will probably do the live reactions for both... probably for SmackDown and AEW Rampage. I got a lot to ground and cover with this one. So, because I have a lot to do, obviously. And it's been a big week for us, as a member of Rant and Rave Online, because we have the Rantiversary 3 coming up this Thursday at 8.
Even though Rantiversary 4 is already out last week, and by the way, Rantiversary 3 was a disaster, and by the way, if you watch this, Eric, Joy, and Brian, Andrew Hawkins, and so forth, there's so much to deal with on this whole Rantiversary 3. I don't know what happened there, but you just tell me why. Continue on.
On the Brandon Martin channel, we have a huge guest, surprise guest, household name in wrestling. We don't know who this person is, but we're going to be surprised and to find out. Brandon and Jordan probably know who this person is, but they won't tell me. They won't say anything else. They'll keep it as a surprise, which is no problem. So I think y'all need to tune in this Thursday to find out who that individual is. Can't wait to interview that person. I gotta make sure I look good for that, interview, because it could be a woman. You never know.
Okay.
Anything can happen on Rant and Rave. That's for sure. A lot of people saying Rant and Rave is a discount version of Bofus. The difference is Rant and Rave, we actually have guests on the show. Bofus does not. They don't want guests. They don't want anything else. I know I've been invited a couple times, but
wow,
that little format that Bofus has been working for them so far. If they need to change it up, they can change it up. But right now, it's up to Gary, Romy, and the rest, and the Putnam brothers. But they're doing their thing. We're doing ours, which is cool. I like it. So we're gonna rock and roll with it. So can't wait. All y'all tune in this Thursday, Rant and Rave, on the Brandon Martin channel to find out who our guest is. So that's a little bit of an advertisement for you. So that's all the time we have on this show. On the next episode, Eric Lima Shenanigans, 1977. Episode 62, we're going to do Trebek Tuesdays. That means honoring the late, great Alex Trebek. One of his first game shows that has hosted was, one of his first game shows that he hosted was High Rollers here in the States. Because he did a couple of Canadian game shows. Because he's from Canada himself.
Wow.
So, we'll see what develops here, okay? So, until the next episode comes around, peace and love and everything else. And we'll see you next episode. So, Mr. Announcer, please take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, tour for Bob Saget production, and in association with a Sweet Bumbling Bofo Raver Telepictures and Distribution. See you next episode, and have a very blessed day.
South Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, episode number 61. Raw events there for October 3rd, 2022. Excuse me. What I think about this episode, it's amazing. So far, this episode was a success. The other episode of LJPCBM, episode 1336. Hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned. The next one's going to be Eric Lima Shenanigans in 1977, episode number 62. Trebek Tuesdays, episode number 4. Till next time, this is Jonas Boston Baby. We get more LJPCBM pursue. Just out. See ya.
Given unto me this life I'll never take for granted, and given all the time I failed to really understand it, I never sought to meet the maker of reality, the one who gave the life that which is always happening. But I tried all the time. Why was I the one to see things as I do under the moonlight and the sun? Perception reached in and the giver holds the key.
And walks by Loomis, who was petting the Miz. I'm like, oh no, it happened to him again. And Johnny Gargano looks and he's like, wait a minute now. And he looks and Miz is still out of it. And he's holding a picture that Loomis drew for him. And Johnny Gargano pokes him out. Miz went, ah! 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 What's up? Johnny Gargano. I like Johnny Gargano. You gotta respect the guy. Guy's a lot of heart.